Okay, so look, we're going to be taking a look at the Rocket Knight Adventures series in this video because we just got an announcement like a week or two ago that Rocket Knight Adventures Resparked is going to be coming out to all major platforms. And what it is three different games. It's Rocket Knight Adventures, Sparkster Rocket Knight Adventures 2. Those two actually are for Sega Genesis, and then Sparkster for the Super Nintendo. So yeah, originally these were all developed by Konami back in the 90s, and I really honestly didn't play these games back in the 90s. I didn't play them until, well, at least one or two of them in the early 2000s when I was out game hunting and I wanted to revisit some of the older 16-bit games. But these are getting published by Limited Run Games. You are going to be able to get a physical version of this and different types of the version. So you'll be able to get like your your base cart or CD, and then like your special edition ones, stuff like that. But it's gonna be out on PS5, PS4, Switch, and PC. So that's awesome. This is a platformer, and as you can see here, it's really action-based platformer, and it's single player only. So the Carbon engine is actually the game engine that's going to be porting these games over to Switch, PlayStation, and PC, which is great because they do some really good work over there. They just released the Jurassic Park compilation for the other 16-bit and 8-bit games, so they do some great work over there. The compilations are awesome. In this compilation, you're going to be getting some new stuff like rewind feature, boss rush mode, and museum mode, and with concept artwork. So that's awesome. I love all that. That's so cool to get that extra stuff with the game. And then also you get a new animated intro. So you get to, learn about the character just a little bit more, which I think is fantastic. Now, look, like I said, guys, I didn't play these games back in the 90s. I was more of a Mario Sonic guy and more of the heavy hitter type stuff. Playing Final Fantasy and things like that, on those consoles. So I totally missed this. And, like I said, I played, I think, one or two of them back in the early 2000s. I can't remember. I think it was probably the Genesis one, is Rocket Knight Adventures, the one you're seeing here on screen. I think this was the one that I played back in the early 2000s when I was out game hunting and I found it. But yeah, I never did play the Super Nintendo one or the second one that came out for the Sega Genesis. And recording this footage, I actually enjoy these games a lot. It takes a little bit getting used to the controls, but once you do, it's smooth like butter, man. Once you get it down, it's pretty fast and pretty zippy, and there's a lot of different move sets that you can do with your main character. So yeah, these games are great. I'm glad that they're bringing them back. It's really awesome, what Limited Run does with some of these compilations, especially with games like this, because there was more of a niche audience, I believe, back in the 90s. They weren't super popular games, and it's going to be awesome for new gamers or even gamers that love retro games to go, oh yeah, I remember seeing this game, I want to check it out, and be able to play all three of them. So there's no release date yet for Resparked, and there's no price yet for the game. We don't know how much it's going to cost yet. It is 3 games, and there is some new stuff, so I'm thinking around the $30 mark as far as digital goes. Now, Limited Run, that's a different story, because usually those are like $10, $20 more. So I think just the cart or the disc alone with the case, I think it's $40 on their website, plus shipping and everything else, and you have to wait like a whole year to get your copy. So I'm sure the digital version will be probably $10 cheaper. So I'm guessing right around the $30. But there's no release date yet. They did say 2024, so we'll see how that goes. I'm sure they're not super hard to emulate and get those up and running. I'm sure the only thing that's delaying it is just the extra stuff that comes with it and marketing and whatever Limited Run is doing. So anyways, guys, yeah, I'm kind of excited to get all these in one package, on one cartridge, one disc, whatever I choose to get it on. And I might even double dip, to be honest with you. I might go ahead and get the digital code when it comes out, and then also, the physical version, because I would love to leave it on my shelf sealed just to have these games. Because, honestly, I think they're pretty pricey if you were to get the original carts. I remember seeing the Super Nintendo version at my local game store for right around $50, which is it's a good price, but you gotta have all the proper stuff to play it on. So, anyways, yeah, I'm excited for this. I think they're going to be really fun. I definitely recommend all three of these games. You know, to be honest with you, I know this is not the popular opinion, but I like the second one better than the first one on Sega Genesis. I think it plays a lot faster. I love that you don't have to charge your rocket pack and all that nonsense. But, you know, the Super Nintendo one, the graphics to me look a little bit better, but the gameplay on the Genesis versions it's faster, it's responsive, I don't know. So it's cool that we get all three of these in one compilation and be able to enjoy all the different aspects of all three games. So yeah, anyways, I'll just let the footage run, guys, and you can check out, this is Sparkster 2 right here, or Rocket Knight Adventures 2 for the Sega Genesis. You just saw the first one for the Sega Genesis. The next one will be for the Super Nintendo. Let me know down below in the comments if you're planning on picking up this compilation, you're planning on ordering it from Limited Run. However, I will leave a link down below where you can find the pre-order for it, so that'll be easy to do. And then, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you're new here and you love retro games just as much as I do, hit that subscribe button, because we're doing all kinds of weird videos on this channel, whether it's unboxings, which I'm actually going to be working on one here real soon, or talking about compilations like this, talking about video game news. We do just a little bit of everything over here, because I love video games and I love talking about it. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of the footage, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.